Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. That's how that. Yeah, that's where I have. I mean, I have to. That's my starting. Um, um, and that's nice. Anyway, thank you. But no, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, if he's calling me old, he's definitely calling you old. All right. Anyway, all right, what was it? The first to reach to 5. But why are they making this all weird? Who's this other guy? See him in. Hey, by the way, if you're watching this on Twitch, you know, I might just disqualify. Hey, anonymous executive, where are you at? Can you disqualify? Can you disqualify these people? I don't want to deal with this today. Well, who is this guy? Who's the X guy? Mist is kind of so irresponsible. So he wanted a host for what? You know what? You know what? You know what? We're not going to do it his way, all right? If he's going to whine about it, then he's going to have to drop the championship. I'm leaving the lobby, and I invite Kai and Mist. If he doesn't like it, then he can just absolutely screw off then. He can drop the championship for all I care. Yes, I'm inviting you as well. He's being stupid. Kai, you can invite your best bud if you want. Getting at. Well, I mean, you act like it. Anyways, I'm going to be leaving the party here, and I'm going to make sure that I start my own party, and then I can invite you guys finally here. And if he doesn't want to join again, he drops the title, he's out of Eon. That's one less person we got to worry about. How about that? How about that? How about that? Seriously. Kai, invite that guy, and if I see the other guy joining in, then I'm going to kick him out because I don't know what the heck that guy was doing there. And I invited you, T. All right, sweet. I just hope that he doesn't show up so we have a very, very, I mean, that's a pretty good reason for him to be disqualified. He no-showed. Drops the title. Go ahead, Kai, invite your friend. Kai doesn't even deserve this #1 contendership as well. You did, but it wasn't really a #1 contendership. It wasn't a real one. It wasn't a real #1 contendership. Hey, Mist, if you're watching on Twitch, you either join or you drop the title. Which is it? If that's him watching, someone, whatever the case may be, though, he does have a couple of minutes. Okay. Well, whatever the case may be, though, if he doesn't join, he drops the title. If he wants to start his own thing, then you know that's fine. Have him start his own thing, but. For him to invite who he wants in the lobby? Why is he inviting that guy? He doesn't have to invite that guy. Thank you. Now we can start. Jeez. I'm sick and tired of people being disrespectful. I am sick and tired of it. And this is a great example. Mist and Kai and his buddies and all the other people, by the way, every single time I get on the Discord and I see a lot of people just ranting about me every single time. I mean, seriously, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of that. It is unbelievable. And I hope Mist loses, but at the same time, if Kai wins, that's a terrible thing. So if Kai loses, that's great, but then Mist wins. So it's a paradox. It really is a paradox because Mist can win and Kai loses, which I'll be happy, but then Mist wins, so I'm not happy about that. So then Kai could actually win, and I'll be happy over the fact that Mist lost, but then again, Kai then wins, and I'm not happy about that, so it's just a paradox. Either way, I lose. What you're hearing is a paradox. Oh, sorry, the match wasn't really hasn't. This is a pre-rant is what it is. I mean, seriously, come on. First to... That's whoever said that on Twitch, they probably have no life. Probably have no life at all. All right, where's the spectating option? All right, there it is. It's next to the guns. Yep. Well, the first to 5 is gonna basically win this. Here we go. You can start now in 3, 2, 1. Kai Too Crazy had a week, ladies and gentlemen, to prepare for this chance. Oh, okay. Is it included now?
There you go.
Should be.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
You mentioned something about comedian. What?
Yeah, he just said commentate the match, bro. He's
Oh,
on.
well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll commentate the match, but whoever that is, though, just make sure to get a life first. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kai Too Crazy had a week to prepare. He had an entire week for him to make sure that he prepares for this chance, this opportunity once again, because tonight it is Kai Too Crazy, the #1 contender against the champion Mist. Mist defends the title, and he has not been defeated ever since he's become a champion last year back in 2024. Tonight, will it be perhaps maybe the time for Mist to finally lose the title? Are we in for a new champion, or is Kai Too Crazy gonna actually be the next victim here for none other than Mist? Hello again, everybody. Here at Games Out of Major Man alongside my broadcast colleague T and T. This is going to be an interesting matchup. We got two nerds fighting one-on-one.
I don't think they nerds at all. I think we got two incredible skilled players here in this matchup. One is the undefeated champion Miss, and one is trying to get the champion. That is Kai Too Crazy.
So, by the way, just wanted to let you know, Mist probably wanted to cheat because earlier tonight he invited me to a separate party, right? And he had another guy with him. There was another guy. What was his stupid name? XYLO or whatever the stupid name was. I don't know what it was. My guess was that he was a hacker. My guess was that he was going to give Mist all these different hacking abilities for him to actually win. And that the fact is he probably already got these hacking abilities, which is probably the reason why Mist is going to win here tonight, because he's already gotten all these abilities to hack from his best friend, his buddy. So guess what? Now Mist probably has the advantage at this juncture. He probably is going to probably win this title matchup because of the fact that he's been given all these different hacks. I'm telling this right here, right now. And this is going to be unfair. But then again, I don't really like Kai Too Crazy either. So if he loses, that's a pretty good thing. But I don't want to see Mist as champion either.
Okay, but you can't have it both. I mean, it's either Kaitu or Miss wins. You can't have both losing.
Oh, nonetheless, though, something must give here tonight for the title up for grabs here. As you can already see at this juncture again, the competitor continues the assault.
Are you accusing Miss of being a hacker on this game? We know how the great competitor that he is on Fortnite. We know how the great competitor the Kaitu Crazy is on this game. They are both amazing and very skillful on Fortnite.
You can see already the action continues. And what are you talking about? Look at this. A shot right there. And I believe, is that Mist? Mist actually, what was it? He got his first official point. I'm going to go ahead and crown that as a first official point, by the way. So he was able to knock down none other than Kai Too Crazy. Kai Too Crazy has been eliminated once. So there you see on the upper right of your screen, Mist has quote-unquote 2 points. However, we're going to go ahead and start with that one being the first official point of the matchup. So Mist now needs 4 more points. He needs to reach to technically 6, a total of 5, in order for him to retain the championship here tonight. As you're going to continue to see the action here in this matchup between two guys who have a lot of passion when it comes to Fortnite, clearly making sure that they're going to be fighting for the championship on the line. And there's Mist with a shot right there to the side. However, of course, it missed through. If you're Kai Too Crazy, though, you've been thinking about this for the past week. You won the #1 contendership this past week. It was a very abrupt win, a #1 contendership that was not even scheduled at first, which in my opinion, I believe that it should have never been a #1 contender, but that's a different story. Nonetheless, if you're Kai Too Crazy, how nervous do you think he would be here, T, for him to be focusing for this entire match, this entire week long, for him to go against a guy that he has lost before?
Well, check it. Like you said, it wasn't supposed to be a #1 contendership. That's the truth. But the fact that he did prove himself in that match when it was all supposed to be about Micah, but it wasn't. It was. Kai Too Crazy did incredible, and that's why he deserved this match.
Let me stop you right there. Mist is cheating. Where is the anonymous executive? Where in the world is the anonymous executive? Mist actually went from, 2 points to 4? So you mean to tell me that he hacked his way now? So now he's, 2 points away from reaching a 6 to make it officially 5 points? The man is cheating.
He's not cheating. He's winning a game. He is playing good. He's playing by the book. He's playing big here. But you asked me a question about Kai Too Crazy. Kai Too Crazy deserved this #1 contendership because he did absolutely what he
I don't know what you're talking about. All you're doing is just basically playing cheerleader. Go get your pom-poms. Why don't you do that? Why don't you just start jumping up and down for these two guys?
That's you know about cheerleading, huh?
You do it every single time. Oh yeah, you know of all. Hey, look at this, another shot there.
Oh, why don't you go get your Spirit Squad with the with your Mikeys and Nikki and Spirit Squad?
No, I'll remain here on commentary carrying you. Anyways, as you can see here, Kai2 Crazy was able to knock down Mist for a first time in this matchup, so it is officially 2-1. I don't know about the scoreboard there, honestly, but nonetheless, though, as you can see here, Mist did get 2. It was none other than Kai2 Crazy who got 1. So again, the first to reach to 5 officially will become the champion. Either it's going to be Kai2 Crazy that will regain his championship, something that he lost a couple of months back, or it's going to be none other than Mist who retains the title. We're going to find out, of course, in just a matter of moments at this juncture here tonight as the matchup is underway. Both of these guys now trying to make sure that they're going to meet each other at the top. There's a shot to the side, and there's Kai2 Crazy trying to make sure that he gets out of harm's way at this point in time. And again, everybody, we're witnessing this is indeed Mist at this point in time. Mist against none other than Kai2 Crazy. Both guys who I believe have no respect, and Mist now has got his 3rd point. He needs 2 more to win, and this is ridiculous if you ask me. Who knows what he's doing behind the scenes? He could have actually had a hack, for crying out loud. He could have had something. It's very suspicious that before the game, literally, it was very suspicious that before the game, right, he was with somebody. Who was that person? Why was he there? What was the purpose for the guy being there? Was he giving some mods? Was he giving some hacks? Maybe Mystis actually wanted to use some hacks for the sake of retaining the title because he knows that deep down Kai2 Crazy could probably beat him? Who knows?
I don't think he needs mods. I don't think he needs any hack. I think he's very good on his own. As
You're a
Kai2
suck
Crazy
up.
is the
You
same.
are a complete suck
They
up.
both are great competitors. They both know the game inside and out. They
You're
both
the biggest
have
suck up
been.
I've ever seen.
Hey, I'm just calling it as I see it. They both are incredible. Nice kill right there.
Wait a
I
minute.
think that was Kai2 that got the kill there.
Wait a minute. You got to be kidding me. So as you can see, I think that was right. Was it Kai2 Crazy? Nevertheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, you can actually see here as the match is underway. I'm telling you this right here, right now. I think, yeah, Kai2 Crazy, by the way, did get that point. So if I'm not mistaken, it is 3-4 if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm going to blame Mist for this. Mist actually chose a very dumb map.
This is a very cool map. You got one-on-one action. They both gonna, it is very cool. I love this map. They both gonna go at it. They are trying to be the best.
Well, it's a
And
great
be the
match
champion.
nonetheless, though. I'll give them credit, though. They are very good on Fortnite. I will give that credit, however. Tonight, obviously, it is going to be all about the championship. We know how important it is winning a championship on Fortnite. It is all about making sure that you retain the title for Mist and making sure that you regain the title for Kai2 Crazy. It is about making sure that you, of course, catapult your stratosphere to the next level. I think these two... Oh, my. Yes, these two guys are actually tied at this juncture. It is 4-4 right now. Mist and Kai2 Crazy, 4 points at this point in time. You got to be absolutely kidding me. Who's actually going to get the upper hand? Who's going to actually win the championship? We're going to find out in just a matter of moments, as we know how important it is becoming a champion in Neon Network. It will definitely catapult you to the next stratosphere, as I said it before, to the next level ranking, and making sure that you actually prove to everyone that you are a formidable force on Fortnite. For Kai2 Crazy, he's been wanting to do this ever since he lost that championship months and months ago. He wanted to do this, and he's going to continue to do it for sure. But you can see here, as Mist, of course, continues the attack, you can tell Mist is not going to give up anytime soon.
No, not at all. But I think Kais have Mist's number here because Mist is trying to do everything that he can to take that championship away from Mist. Mist is not going to give in, not by a long shot. Mist is going to continue to fight until it's all said and done.
Well, he's going to have to continue the fight nonetheless, obviously, if he wants to retain the championship tonight. And you can clearly tell at this point in time that Mist definitely has a plan in mind. But the question really is this person, is Mist actually going to continue to have that plan in mind so he can put it into fruition, so he can actually win this matchup to retain the title? Mist has never lost a one-on-one match, by the way. Ever since he became the champion last year in 2024, he's never lost the title. He's been undefeated ever since.
No, I like what Mist is doing. Kai2 Crazy is doing. Kai2 is trying to be on the defensive here. He's trying to secure himself away from Mist.
And Mist trying to make sure he hunts down his prey here tonight at this point in time as the building continues and the shots now are fired at the top. You can tell again a lot of desperate tactics perhaps maybe building inside for both of these individuals, making sure that they really do prove to everybody that they have what it takes to become champion. Walking out of here as the champion holder. Wait a minute, there's another attack there. We saw in the distance there was the opponent face to face there, eye to eye, and perhaps maybe in just a matter of moments things are going to break down.
Here we go with Kai2 Crazy is still in this safe haven in this hut here, trying to build more forts and trying to be on the safe here. I think someone left the party. I don't know who left the party.
Well, irrelevant, honestly, whoever that guy was, because he's not involved in the matchup. I don't know why he was here anyway. I think, again, it's very fishy to me that Mist is inviting his friends here. But nevertheless, though, again, the match, like I said, is going to continue regardless. And at the end of the night, we're going to be crowning either a new champion or we're going to be seeing Mist retain the title, who, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, I believe a champion should not be a person like Mist. But as you can see here, the shots, the incoming shots, and Kai 2 Crazy just hiding away. And you can see at the top, though, that's Mist, of course. I wish I can spectate Mist, but Fortnite isn't allowing me to do so. But as you can see here, again, that is Kai 2 Crazy, who's just desperately trying to do what he can to, again, maintain himself here tonight and make sure that he's going to go on the attack when it's the perfect time, when it's the perfect chance for him to make sure that he goes on the attack. He's going to have to do it whenever he can capitalize.
That's the only thing I don't like about this map is like you can't spectate the other person. That's the only thing I hate.
Well, I think it's just because of the fact that, like I said, there's a hack going on. I don't know. Usually you can spectate both, but for some reason, very odd, eerie reason, we can't do that here. Isn't it kind of coincidence? Is it a coincidence that we can't do that the day that Mist's friends join and probably mess the entire map up, probably giving Mist some hacks or mods or some sort of advantage? I mean, you got to be kidding me.
I'm not gonna say it's.
And by the way, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm actually checking the Twitch chat. You do understand that Mist's friends actually admitted to it, right? He actually just said, quote, wait a minute, take a look at this. This idiot, this fool, this bum, this no-life, this Exilo guy or whatever his name is, he actually admitted to him. He said, quote, it was me, I gave him soft aim. He literally just admitted to it. He's admitting to it. This is no.
I read it, but I thought it was.
You read it. Yo, you read it, all right, and you didn't want to say anything about it. Why don't you become a broadcast journalist and report what you see, huh?
I read it, but I thought it was like a fake. I thought he was trolling. I thought it was trolling. I didn't think anything of it. I thought he was trolling. So I didn't think of nothing of it.
My God, this is utterly ridiculous.
And then look, you just brought him back.
Ridiculous.
You talked about him now. He brought him back, and I think that's him.
Well, like I said, it's 3-3 at this point in time, and I don't even know how to. I'm at a loss for words. The guy admitted to cheating. He admitted to it.
Hey, Miz is doing good by himself. Like he don't need help, but he obviously getting help, but he doesn't need help. Miz is the champion for a reason. He got the championship on his own. He's going to continue to defend it on his own. He's going to retain it on his own. He is the champion for a reason right here on Fortnite.
Yeah, for a good reason, because of the fact that he gets the hacks. Nevertheless, though, again, matchup is underway. Again, from what I understand, it's 3-on-3. Whoever reaches to 5 first will indeed win. To retain the title for Kai, and for none other, or I should say, to regain the title for Kai, but for Mist, on the other hand, making sure that he proves to, again, everybody in the EON network. Go ahead and interrupt me.
He said he was joining to spectate. So
what, you're gonna believe that guy? You believe everything he says?
You believe that
I'm not like
you say he was cheating. That's what you say. You
because
say you
he told
believe
the truth there. Because he told the truth, whoever this guy is, this Exilo guy, who's actually commenting on Twitch, stating that he actually did indeed give him soft aim. Oh, wait a minute. Another shot there at the top.
Go Kai 2 Crazy is trying to stay up in this, trying to stay and build forts around him, trying to stay up in this matchup.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see what Kai's going to be doing over the next couple of minutes to make sure that he's going to try to avoid the incoming shot. And from none other than the champion himself, the champion at the top, making sure that he's going to try to aim forward against none other than number one contender. The number one contender, Kai 2 Crazy, is trying to do at least everything from what I see here to make sure that he meets up with Kai, his opponent that is Mist, I should say. Try to meet up with Mist at this point in time and to make sure that he can perhaps maybe get a shot against Mist. And he did. He actually did.
Oh, that was good. That was good
Crazy
kill.
Just got his 4th point.
Okay, so it's 4-3. Good point for Kai 2 Crazy. That was the longest.
So wait a minute, this is actually, oh my goodness, wait a minute. Now suspense is building here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because Kai2 Crazy is at 4 points at this point in time. Kai2 Crazy is at 4. He needs one more official point to win the championship, ladies and gentlemen. We do not know exactly if perhaps maybe Mist is messing up a couple of things. Maybe he's probably trying to play mind games, who knows? Nevertheless, though, we do know that Kai2 Crazy is 1 point away from actually winning the championship, from winning a title that he lost back in 2024 when he lost it to Mist, the very same guy he's facing tonight.
You know, there's gotta be a lot of anticipation in Kaitu. You know, Kaitu really wanted this. He wanted this match. He wanted this title so badly to get it off of Mist. Mist has been holding this championship for a while, and he has been a dominant champion every time that we go into a championship match.
Again, he's been.
Go ahead.
He's been undefeated. I was just going to say that he has been undefeated. That is a statistic that cannot be argued. He's been undefeated ever since, and tonight he could finally face his end. Can Kai2 Crazy be the one to end the streak? Will Kai2 Crazy be the one to finally put away a man that's never lost ever since he's won the championship? Kai2 Crazy's looking to do that.
That was almost a loss for Kaitu Crazy almost there, but thankfully Kaitu regained himself, got back in this, so we don't see if Kaitu can actually get the championship here.
Is he gonna? We're gonna find out. And Kai2 Crazy now up and over the top again, using the catapult yet again. And you can see here, every single time that Kai2 Crazy believes that he has a great shot against Mist, Mist is just moving around so quickly that it's very hard to try to maintain that focus.
He misses 10 times a step ahead of Kaitu. They know each other inside and out, so they are going to run up each other each time they get.
Well, good call. And the thing is, they are good friends behind the scenes. They play a lot of Fortnite together, and obviously these two guys are going to know exactly what to do.
Kaitu is just trying to I don't know. He's just speculated, trying to figure out a strategy, trying to see how to get the upper hand on Miz.
Suspense building here tonight in this championship matchup. The main event earlier tonight, we saw a great successful matchup on Splitgate. We saw earlier it was Potato who was able to deliver a dominant scene and defeating none other than the Gamer Boy on that one-on-one Splitgate matchup. But tonight we turn our focus and attention to this championship match. The main event, none other than Kai2 Crazy, obviously the number one contender against the champion Mist. And you can see here the matchup is underway. As I stated before here, this is a very pivotal matchup because it really goes to show exactly who really is the best of the best on Fortnite. And I stated before how Mist obviously is a man who's never lost the title. He's never lost the matchup ever since he won that championship. So he's really building a repertoire. But have you noticed how we haven't really, at this time, there hasn't been much action. And the reason behind that is because these two guys know exactly what is at stake, including Kai2 Crazy of all people. He knows he needs one more point to win. Mist, on the other hand, knows that if he messes up, it's over. His championship match is done.
I think that was going to be too close for a comfort fight for Kaitu. Kaitu was going to be shot down, but yeah, these two know each other very well. They study each other each and every single game that they are in, so they know every style, every move that they are going to make. Is best that they do not make a mistake in this match.
But is it going to be enough, however? Is it going to be enough for them to understand exactly what they need to do to try to, oh, wait a minute, here we go, matchup could be breaking down in just a matter of moments here. We saw Kai2 Crazy now back at the top. And if you're Mist, you got to believe that there's going to be a lot of butterflies building up inside. You do realize that, again, you cannot afford a mistake. One mistake can definitely cost you, and it can cost Mist the championship. And Kai2 Crazy, again, flying all over the place like Spider-Man, beginning to fight back, though he cannot find Mist at this point. I think Mist is somewhere down there, bombarded by all the building that he was able to place there below.
No, Spider-Man used reps, right? Spider-Man
yes.
Don't use
yeah, but he flies around. He flies around, though, just like what we saw.
With that new mechanic that, yes, he did. That's with the new stuff. Yeah.
There we go. Nonetheless, as you can see here, Kai2 Crazy landing on his feet. And it is Mist inside there. I don't think there was no indication that stated that Mist was inside. The champion, really at this point in time, really not seen at this point. And that's where Kai2 Crazy is trying to find out, where is Mist at this point in time? Where is Mist? And look at this. Kai2 Crazy clearly, obviously, going back down to the top. Was that?
No, wait.
I guess that counted, right? Kai Too Crazy.
I
He,
think
he,
that
he got
counted.
killed. 4-4 now. The hell? That was probably the
I
most
was,
unorthodox kill I've seen.
and we've seen that before. Like he was falling, but then he caught himself by budget cording himself. He caught himself before, but this time he did not use that. He just fell for his demise right there, and that cost him the point right there. Meaning, Miss got the point. So it's a
Well,
tie
the
game
thing
now.
is, was it the last ditch effort, the last ditch flurry for Kai Too Crazy? Kai Too Crazy falling below and allowed Mist to come out and really, well, take advantage of a vulnerable Kai Too Crazy, which allowed Mist to now tie up the game. It is 4-on-4. The first to reach to 5 will win. Now, this is going to be probably the most suspenseful, the most methodical round of all, however, because both guys are at a tie. We know how important it is. We know that one more point will get you the win. So with that being said, these two guys are not rushing things. They're not going to go out there guns blazing. They're not going to go out there and try to do things as fast as possible. They're going to be very slow and careful and extra focused here tonight to make sure that they actually win this final round.
And I believe this is Miss that we're spectating Adrian, but Adrian,
Yes.
he is up top, looking down, trying to make sure that Kai actually makes a mistake. He wants Kai to make that mistake so he can get that point here.
A little roll reversal here tonight. As you can see here, it's Kai Too Crazy down below, and it's Mist this time around, though, trying to make sure I guess he sidesteps Kai Too Crazy. I don't know what the deal was there, but the number one contender now is not seen in behalf of Mist's view cam, and you can already see her. Mist just looking to his left, his right, trying to find out. He does see where Kai is at building, but Kai Too Crazy, he's not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. It's not going to be an easy cakewalk to knock down Kai. We know that for a fact. Kai definitely does have a lot of resilience. He has a lot of guts, this kid.
A lot of guts, and yeah, as we see, look like Miss is using. He had one of those shotguns, miniguns that he was using, that he is going to try to take down Kaiser Crazy.
I don't know if it was some form of hack or whatever the case it was, but nonetheless, as you can see here, the attack continues. And Kai Too Crazy down below being bombarded with the shots. You know, if you're Kai Too Crazy, you realize that Mist does have the high ground. You understand that Mist is all the way up there. You realize that Mist has the advantage. That if Kai Too Crazy once again exposes himself out in the open like that, Mist can easily get the shot. So if you're Kai Too Crazy, what are you thinking right now, T, in order for you to try to combat this type of offense that Mist is implying, or at least applying here?
Well, first of all, Kaiser needs to be on the defense right now. He is at the bottom. He could be easily shot there by Miss. Miss has the upper hand, like you said. Miss can do anything while he's up on top. As we all know, Kaiser Crazy is always on top of that thing. But this time, Miss is, and Miss can get the upper hand.
He's going to have to try to get the upper hand of this match. And oh my goodness, again, the match is going to be breaking down in just a matter of moments. You can already see here at this juncture, it's going to be the champion who will try to do everything he can to make sure he gets this win. He's going to have to try to get this win. He's going to have to make sure that he continues to get the wins. Otherwise, his whole credibility will be ruined. Imagine for Kai Too Crazy, imagine the huge feather under his cap to knock down Mist. But for Mist, on the other hand, imagine him losing to Kai Too Crazy. Again, it would diminish his credibility, at least in the mind of Mist.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very close call, a close match because these two are going neck and neck. These two are slowing down right now, but these two are trying to go neck and neck, trying to get the upper hand, trying to um like Miss is trying to retain his championship right now. That's what you need to do as Miss.
You can actually see at this point in time, wait a minute. Couple of shots already fired in between, and we're going to find out exactly who is going to get the upper hand in just a matter of moments. Again, there is so much suspense, and there's a lot of riding on the line when it comes to this matchup. Two good friends who have been battling behind the scenes. They have, of course, faced each other many times. This is their second time they actually face each other for their championship, by the way. The last time was last year in 2024 when Kai Too Crazy was very close in defeating Mist and very close in retained the title. That evening, it was Mist who was able to win the matchup. He actually was able to get the title. Ever since, Mist has never lost. But now they meet again, and now these two guys, yet again, are putting up a pretty darn good performance, in my opinion. I even have to say it.
I Congratulations! I'm glad you gave them flowers because they are doing actually wonderful here tonight on this game of Fortnite. They doing marvelous. I enjoy watching them trying to just enjoying themselves, having a fun time, but at the same time getting the job done, trying to
Like,
win this match.
well, again, you can see here, as this matchup, like I said, is going to be breaking down anytime soon. We understand that it is a tie at this point in time. These guys do not want to make a mistake, which is the reason, as I stated beforehand, this is going to be the slowest, the most methodical round, because if you definitely rush things, you're going to cost yourself. So clearly, these two guys understand that, and that's the reason why nothing has happened just yet. A lot of strategic moves and a lot of great planning, mental planning, perhaps maybe mental preparedness for them to actually prepare themselves for a future victory in just a matter of moments. But I'm going to tell you this right here, right now. I mean, Fortnite is one of these types of games, though. It really is a fast-paced game where really at times, if you just lose focus even for a millisecond, you can definitely get shot out of nowhere.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? We talked about another game that we was on earlier that I would like to see these two take part in, and that is Split Game. These two would be a massive, massive, great competitors
Well, these two
if we
idiots
do.
actually don't play Splitgate,
Oh, okay.
from what was said at least. Nonetheless, though, you can see here,
That would be awesome if they did, though.
well, nonetheless, is like I said, there was a shot, but I think missed. He didn't get affected by it. And now these two again continue the build. And listen, in my opinion, oh wait a minute. Okay, these two are actually very near, and I think something's going to happen here. Something definitely is going to be happening here for the next couple of minutes. This is going to get interesting. This is going to get good. This is the pivotal point of this matchup, the breaking point of the matchup. This is going to be a huge turning point here. These two guys trying to make sure they actually try to get the upper hand.
I think Mist is going to get it here. He's
Can he do so?
he's at the edge. He's trying to find a right spot to knock down Kai Too Crazy. Trying
And,
to find out where the great spot to get the kill.
and the shots continue here in this match. You can see here, Kai Too Crazy obviously is a man that obviously is doing everything he can to, like I said, to retain the title.
Yeah. As we see, Miss dropping down. Miss is trying to do what I think he is trying to do. I think he was trying to knock down the whole structure down, but right now look like he is building a structure.
Not sure if that's going to be happening anytime soon. Wait a minute, these guys face to face. Oh my goodness gracious, you gotta be kidding me. These guys are so close. These guys are close. They were very close, but nothing happened at that point just yet at this juncture. Who's going to get the upper hand? Both gentlemen tied, 4 points apiece. The first to reach the 5 will win and walk out of here as the champion on Fortnite for singles here on EON Network.
And while Adrian is sounding like my grandfather, Miss is trying to stay up in here.
Well, it's called being a broadcast journalist, by the way.
I understand that.
My voice is going, and my voice is. I mean, it's been a long night. Okay,
It's
I
been a
need
long
tea.
night. Hey, it's been a long night, but we're enjoying this, Adrian. It's been great. This whole night has been great, Adrian. So, you know, I'm enjoying it.
And now it looks like the champion is enjoying this type of pace that he's able to bring. And you can already tell at this point, again, the champion is just staying low at this point in time. He does not want to make that said mistake, the aforementioned mistake that we talked about. And this is something that we already saw coming as well in this final round, how very slow things were going to be here because they are at a tie. And that's what makes things very, very interesting here. Suspense is at an all-time high. The intensity is through the roof here. And the champion missed really does not want to make that mistake.
No, not at all, Adrian. They don't want to make a mistake at all. These two are like we said before, are very skilled, very knowledge of each other. They've done their homework on each other. So, look like don't miss do not want to make that mistake on dropping all the way down. Because if he did, he would
And,
lose that point.
and that's what I'm talking about there. Again, that one little mistake can indeed cost him. And that's what I'm saying. I think for Miss, the champion himself, he clearly needs to stop. He needs to stop overthinking things.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs to do. And Mrs. just chopping away, and just keep building. That's what you need to keep building. Kaitu is up on top. He's on top on that other building. He's gonna look down and he can get that shot on miss. He needs to be careful about that.
And Miss is looking on, and the building continues up above. And can Kai Too Crazy actually do the unthinkable? Is he going to be the one to finally defeat Mist? Is he going to be the one to finally defeat the man that has never been beaten? The man that has been holding on to that title since the beginning?
No, the fans is gonna have a field day with this, right? With your
I know.
voice, they are going to have a massive field day. As Miz is trying to do everything that he can to stay up in this with against Kaitu Crazy.
And again, the suspense is building inside for both of these guys. Well, in my opinion, I mean, you know what? Listen. Oh, wait. Maybe something's going
Oh,
to
here we
break down
go.
here.
Here we go.
Oh, no, not yet. Mist wanted to go to the top. He wanted to get the high ground, and that's exactly where he went. And now Mist is looking on, and the champion's going to be waiting. He's going to be waiting for the number one contender, perhaps. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know what? If these guys were so good on Fortnite, why do they actually try to meet each other now?
Yeah, look. Oh, don't. Oh,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And
oh my God, that was close.
the
That
champion
was
was
close.
vulnerable there.
That
The
was close.
champion, he was vulnerable there. Did you see that?
I saw it, and that was very close. I mean, Miss almost lost right there, and we would have a new champion right there. That was very close.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's why Mist is very careful more than ever before. He's extra careful. He's extra focused at this point in time. Why? Because he knows he does not want to make that mistake. He said it before and he'll say it again. He is the best on Fortnite. He believes that. He's brash, he's cocky, he's arrogant. But one thing's for certain, he is indeed good.
That is for sure. That is for certain, Adrian. I mean, Miz has been um, doing whatever he can to stay up in this, and so does Kai too. They both are very skillful and very um they know everything about Fortnite. I've been saying this all night.
And their win could be in the palm of their hands in just matter of moments. Another shot there, and there's Kai Too Crazy looking on in the distance. Missed now. Oh my goodness gracious, what the hell just happened?
I just wanna give you I just wanna give you praise for commentating with this voice. I mean, I commend you. I really respect you for that.
Well, actually, you know what? You should be giving me props for commentating a
That's
Kai
what
and Mist match.
I meant that's what I'm saying. I do.
No,
I
but not
give
for
you
the
props.
voice. For commentating Kai and Mist. These guys obviously are the worst of the worst, and the fact that I'm here commentating this matchup goes to show exactly that I deserve all the credit in the world.
Hey, you get all. I'm giving you flowers.
Yeah, but for the wrong reasons. You can see here, though, a couple of shots again.
As Miss is trying to get back in here, trying to get on top, and Miss is doing extremely well for what he needs to do.
Well, the thing is, obviously, Mist knows, and he's been in this predicament before. His back is against the wall right now, and we know it's been like this for many, many months to come. The champion before has been, oh, wait a minute, and just landing on his feet. I was going to say the champion has been in this predicament before. His back was against the wall many, many times in the past here, and we know that Mist was able to overcome all the odds beforehand. He could overcome the odds right now, because I believe Kai might have the advantage, because due to the fact that, yeah, sure, they're both tied right now, T. We understand that, however, it's Kai, in my opinion, who might have the mental mind games on his side.
Yeah, they are. A Miss is very skillful. He's very mindful. He very knows what he's going. He knows what he's doing in this game. Miss is that type of player that knows when he is being tested. He's being tested right now. Miss is trying to be on top. There's no noise, no nothing. They're trying to strategize right now, Adrian. They're
And you
trying to
mentioned
strategize.
And you mentioned test, and I think that's the best way to describe it. This test, it really is to determine again, to test yourself if you have what it takes to really be the best of the best. For Kai Too Crazy, that's what it is. To make sure he proves to himself that he can't beat someone like Mist. But for Mist, on the other hand, he wants to make sure that he gets to that point to legendary status. He, of course, is getting to that point if he can retain the title here tonight and he defeats Kai Too Crazy, that perhaps maybe eventually Mist is going to become a legend. And I'm telling you this right here, right now. If Mist is able to do that, if he's able to retain the title tonight and defeats Kai in the process, then I'll tell you, perhaps he can indeed be legend.
Well, look at this. I mean, Myths have 39 health. We don't know how many health that Kaitu has, but Myths is at 39 health. I don't think he can regain his health here, Agent. But I mean, he's uh, he's doing good for being at 39 health.
Great matchup here tonight thus far. Again, for throughout the night, we've been seeing Kai Too Crazy and Mist going back and forth. At one point in time, we saw Mist was actually gaining control of the game. He actually was able to win this the first couple of rounds. He was able to actually get the first couple of points. At one point in time, you thought perhaps Kai Too Crazy was not going to win, but it looks like Kai Too Crazy was able to fight back. He was scratching and clawing to the top, and he's now made sure he was going to tie up. He was going to make sure he was going to actually tie up the game. 4 points apiece at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, for Kai Too Crazy and Mist. This is perhaps the most important match in their Eon Network career.
Oh, exactly. Important indeed. A shucky crack crack moment for real. These two are doing extremely well. Uh, Miss was trying to shoot down the factory buildings here, as Miss is trying to build. No, oh my God, he almost lost his point right there, Adrian.
It looks like they're going back and forth every single time that Mist actually goes to the top. Kai Too Crazy meets him there, and then basically on the other hand, then it's Kai who goes down, or it's Mist who goes down, and once again it resets itself.
We are in for a long matchup.
A
This
major,
has been
major
great.
fight.
Major fight. That's what it is. Yes,
Well, I mean,
these
did you
two are
expect
not.
anything different?
Of course not. These two are back. These two are going to get it. They want to give it all here. They want to make sure that we give the great performance here tonight, and we are getting it right here.
All about performing at the top of your game, making sure that you perform at a top level, at a top tier level. That way people can actually have eyes on you. You do realize how big this map is, right? This map is open to. Oh, wait a minute. Mist now
What Miss
sliding
is doing?
through. Well, I was going to say the champion himself clearly has some sort of plan in mind. I'm not quite sure exactly what he has in mind, but I was trying to make the point. You can see how large this map is, right? You see how large this entire map is. You are open to any and all, and that's what's happening here. It looks like Mist is trying to actually try to capitalize on the open space here.
Well, I think if he goes too far, one of them might go off this platform, and I think that's what Miss is looking to do. But Miss is at 11 health. Adrian.
This is not going to be good. I think Mist understands his championship reign could be ending in just a matter of moments. His championship reign could be ending in just a matter of moments. Here we go, fights continuing, and I think was that Kai actually got some attack.
Miss is trying to build more and more. If he gets closer to the edge, he might fall off. I'm not sure if you could fall off, but that was close for Miss right there.
You now Mist. And now he's continuing his ways. And there's Kai Too Crazy in the distance here, who is indeed hiding away. But Mist the champion now trying to get closer and closer and try to have the eye on literally the man. I think at this point in time, I think Kai Too Crazy, again, I think he might have the advantage due to the fact that because of the fact that Mist actually has 11 points, Kai Too Crazy could be the guy that could perhaps get the win.
Well, not sorry to go off topic, Adrian, but a fan on Twitch, FW is generally saying to stop talking because you don't sound good, and he's genuinely concerned about your voice.
Yeah,
And
but who's going to carry the broadcast?
that is true. That is true. That's true. I mean, if we see Mrs. trying to get back up here, trying to um, he's trying his best. Mrs. trying to do everything that he can to stay up in here. with 11 health.
My question to you is, do you think maybe Mist actually knows what he's doing in there?
I think Miss do, but I think Miss might be also at the I think Miss is gonna might be know that his time is coming. His time is coming to a close. I think Miss is very much aware because Kaitu is very that good.
Whatever,
Kaitu and Miss are playing a really good game here.
whatever the case may be, clearly something's going to be going down here in just a matter of moments. It's either going to be Kai Too Crazy who's going to be retained. I should say regaining the title. Wait a minute.
Oh! Close. That was a close call by both of them. Both of them are trying to do whatever it takes to get the victory. Both of them want to be champion, but
Shots
they're
fired already. And out the champion Mist continues and bombard the shots against Kai Too Crazy. And out Kai Too Crazy. I don't know what's going to be happening anytime soon here. Kai Too Crazy could be there behind the barricade. He continues to build upward here. Kai Too Crazy continues to build, but it's Mist who has an eye on him. He really is like an eagle eye on his, well, number one contender.
you said it best, Eagle Eye. That is what Miss is doing as Kaitu is keep building, keep building. That building is not going to last long because once Miss continues shooting and knocking the buildings down, you could be over.
You can see some sort of spectator perhaps maybe looking on as well, perhaps in the side of Mist, which is symbolic because it looks like Mist has his followers who clearly want to see him win. And you can see here, Mist obviously has a person right behind him, and he's probably going to be seeing Mist's retain, or at least his win to retain the championship. But there's Kai Too Crazy still in the distance, and you can notice that back and forth action. At this point in time, Kai Too Crazy and Mist at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, clearly they don't want to make they don't want to make that slip up.
And this might be the mistake that Kaitu might have made.
But is it a mistake, though, that cost him? I don't think so at this point. You got to watch out because Mist is making sure that he's going to try to take things a little bit easier here. Oh, wait a minute. That'll just happen.
I don't know. That thing came out of nowhere. What is that? I don't know what is happening. That came out of nowhere. I don't think it's Kaitu doing that. I don't see where Kaitu might be the one that's shooting those down. But we see Kaitu is building a fort on the other end.
These guys are just scared of each other. They are so scared of each other. It is unreal. Here we have a champion who says that he's never scared of anyone. Here we have a champion that states that he's never going to back down from a fight, and yet he's hiding away from Kai. And the same thing with Kai Too Crazy as well. Here's Kai Too Crazy, a guy who said it many times in the past that he was never going to back down from a fight as well. And yet he's backing down right now. If they actually truly were not afraid if they weren't afraid of each other, then why aren't they face to face now?
I mean, they were doing a good job in going back against each other. It looked like Miss is doing the exact same thing that Kaitu is crazy is doing. Going further away from the map and just gonna build a fort. I think that is what Miss is doing.
I am being told.
No.
I am being told right now that there is a time limit. There is a 2-minute time limit now. If these two guys do not get a kill in the next 2 minutes, clearly the match is over with. Mist retains the title. Kai Too Crazy, unfortunately, will not win the championship. It will be a tie.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good uh thing for two reasons. One, because I want you to really rest your voice, and two, because I want to see um who walks away with the championship.
And if you're Mist, you got to make sure you get this kill because imagine if you actually retain the title and a tie. You don't necessarily hear that. You usually hear, "Hey, I retained the title on a win, undefeated my opponent." But now Kai Too Crazy. Well, the thing is, Mist wanted to play, right? He wanted to play over the past couple of minutes. He wanted to go out. He didn't want to take things seriously, and now he needs to take things seriously now because if he actually does not, and again I repeat, does not get a kill in the next 2 minutes, actually under that now, the game is over with.
I don't know how many health Kaiju Crazy has, but we can see Miss has 11 health, and
And
and Kaiju is not attacking Miss. right
And the
now.
thing is, if we're at a tie, ladies and gentlemen, that means that no one wins, no one loses. But if, because of the fact, if Mist does not lose, technically, he doesn't lose the title because he did not lose. Sure, he didn't win, but he didn't lose either.
I'm just trying to figure out what is Kaito is doing on his end. He's building. None of these they not attacking each other right now, Agent. They just misses. I don't know.
Time is ticking now, from what I understand, and I think these guys are going to be okay with a tie, I think, ladies and gentlemen, at a tie right now. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. You call these two competitors great competitors. They actually didn't want to finish the match. They wanted to actually just, they didn't even finish the match. You got to be kidding me.
You know, I think what I think, Adrian. I think is very respectful, right? Because they want.
Respectful? What are you talking about?
And
Respectful? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about respectful because as they wanted to do a draw where we get a clear great analysis by you because you know they concerned about your voice, right? They are very concerned about your voice. They want you to rest, so they want to make this a tie. They want to give it a tie, so we do this next time, so you are freshly, um, get your voice.
Oh, will you
They
stop?
they
Will you
are genuine.
stop with that?
They are
That
a
is the
generous.
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I I I I yeah.
You got to be absolutely kidding me right now. And well, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. These two guys don't actually want to perform. They don't.
Well, they two are doing a good job. We've seen them do a great bang up job here tonight. They did a massive, incredible job here tonight.
Incredible job. What are you talking about?
They have been going back and forth nonstop. Oh, let me guess. Can I have your attention, please?
Well, actually, I'm going to go straight to it.
All
And I
right.
quote, "Time's up. I've been watching this stream for the past 20 or so minutes. Clearly, these two guys are afraid of each other. So I am now making sure that I conclude this game as a tie. However, there is some evidence that perhaps might prove that Mist is cheating. I saw in chat someone admitted that they actually gave
Oh,
Mist
Miss
hacks.
killed him. Miss killed him. Miss killed him.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen to me for a second. The anonymous executive has wanted me to read this. Because of the fact that there's evidence that Mist may have hacked, I'm revoking his championship. He's no longer champion of the community. Thank God. The anonymous executive coming to the save again. Mist got his championship revoked because it was admitted in chat that he did hack. It was admitted. It was admitted in chat. The executive, the
Right.
anonymous executive, the man ahead of the EON network has made it official. Mist is no longer champion. Sure, he didn't lose the title, but it was admitted in chat that he was hacking. His own friend admitted to it.
Okay, but it could have been, like I said, he was probably trolling. It was probably a troll.
You don't
He
know
was
that.
that.
You don't know that at
You don't.
all. Well, we're
You
going
don't
by
know that he
evidence,
was cheating.
and it looks like we got
What
no
evidence?
champion
What
anymore.
evidence? What
Ty doesn't
evidence?
become champion. What do you mean evidence? It looks like his friend was able to actually admit it to it.
Like we
I
said
gotta
it could be
applaud the anonymous executive. That is
okay.
expert. That is expert
Okay.
journalism there. Expert
I think
reporting.
Miss. First of all, I need you to gargle mouthwash so you can. So, gargle your mouth with mouthwash. Go ahead. Go to the bathroom and get your mouthwash so you can gargle. Please, please hurry. And then second of all, Miss should not have lost that title. Miss should have stayed champion.
Missed. Honestly, cheated. His own
Never. He never
friend
cheated. I don't
admitted
think
to
he
it.
cheated. I don't think he cheated. Not by a long shot. Not. No.
And I,
We've seen Miss times and times again over in these games. Miss has never cheated before in his life on this game.
this
Come.
is great.
Okay.
Ladies and
What?
gentlemen, we end the broadcast with justice being served.
It's not
Mist's friend,
justice.
his
It's
idiotic,
not
bum,
justice.
no life friend admitted to it. The guy admitted that he gave Mist cheats. It
Yeah.
was screenshotted, it was submitted in. Ladies and gentlemen, because of that,
Miss
it
was
looks
robbed.
like they're revoking the title. Mist is no longer champion. Thanks for joining
Miss
us here
was
tonight for
robbed.
Eon Network. The question is, what's going to happen next week, though? What's going to happen? Are we going to be crowning a new title holder next week? We're going to find out. We're going to find out the developing
Miss
story.
is gonna
What is
be champion
Anonymous?
again.
What is the anonymous executive going to be stating here as well? What does he have to say about this? We're going to find out, of course, as things roll along here for Eon Network Horizon. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a huge night for the debut of Splitgate 2. We saw Potato win. And then tonight, Mist, who was so close in actually getting out of here as the champion, it looks like his title has been revoked. It has been admitted that he was cheating. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good night, everyone. For TME Matt, good night.
Stay heat.